Hello, Year 8. So today is a slightly different layout for our lesson. All we're going to have is this one slide that you can see in front of you now. I'm going to talk you through some things and then I'm going to explain how I want you to do each task. To start with, I'd like you to write the title, which is a challenge in the Broads, and today's date. Once you've done that, press play after having pressed pause and we will continue. Okie dokie, so read through what is on page 114, giving you a bit of information about the Norfolk Broads. You've got a poem there, you've got some maps, and you've got some pictures. Press pause whilst you read through this, and then press play again when you're ready to move on. It's now time to have a go at trying to answer the questions on page 115, and we're going to spend the lesson doing this. Now, today's lesson is probably, hopefully I should say, going to be a little bit more relaxed with slightly less pressure on your time. I'm going to tell you how long I want you to spend doing each question, and then you're going to have a go at doing it. So to start with, in full sentences, I want you to answer question 1A and question 1B. Use the map in figure A on page 114 for question 1A, and then you can use the pictures plus any internet research you might want to do for question 1B. This task should take no more than 10 minutes, and I'd expect you to have at least a quarter of a page for both 1A and 1B. Press pause now and press play when you're ready to move on to number 2. Question 2. This should also take you no more than 10 minutes, and we're going to be practicing some of our map skills here. On page 115 is an Ordnance Survey map showing the small part of the Broads, including Wroxham. Have a go now at answering question 2A. You may want to use the internet to help you, and then think about what you can use on the map to help you answer 2B and 2C. Press pause now, and then when you're ready to move on to question 3, after a maximum of 10 minutes, press play. So hopefully you've used contour lines, you've looked for spot heights on the map to give you an indication of how high the land is. And now we're going to go back into our map again to find some evidence. I would like you, again, 10 minutes is the maximum for this task, to find evidence on the map that is maybe a good place to observe bird life. Think about names, think about places of interest, think about everything that you can see on that map. When you've done that, I'd like you to think about whether or not you think there is plenty for tourists to do. In this case, I want you to give named examples. I'd like you to try and aim for 10 named examples of things that tourists could do. Now, it says on the page, use page 138. Now, we're not going to use that because you're going to go on the internet. And if there are any symbols that you don't understand, I would like you to use the internet to help you work out what those map symbols would be. Remember, maximum of 10 minutes for this question. Press pause now. When you're ready to move on to question 4, press play. So now we're ready to move on to question 4. Hopefully you found out this area's got a lot to do for tourists and you've used your knowledge of OS map symbols as well as the internet to help you find out at least 10 different things that tourists could do. Useful to keep those map skills up because in your GCSEs you will find quite often they'll put a map extract in a question and expect you to read it. We're going to look again at some map skills now and you're going to compare photo C on page 114 and the OS map. This is a question they love asking at GCSEs, so I want you to think about in what direction was the camera pointing. I would suggest that you have a look at the clue that is there and then think about maybe turning the picture slightly, so picture C, until it matches up with the map extract that you've got. Remember, in the map extract, north is to the top of the page. It's towards the top of the map. Once you've done that, have a look. You've got a field marked X. I would like you to give the grid reference. Remember, along the corridor and up the stairs. I would like you, please, to give a 6-figure grid reference. This may require a bit of revision. You have 10 minutes to complete this task. Press pause now, and then when you're ready, press play. So for the last 20 minutes of the lesson, we're going to have a look at question 5. I'd like you to read through it, and I'd like you to think about what it's asking you to do. I would like you then, in no more than one page of your book, answer questions A and B. Question A is some notes that you're going to jot down, and question B is where you're going to write up your proposal. I would like you to aim to have, as I said, a page including maybe a sketch and possibly a rough plan. Make sure your writing is detailed, is neat, and use any information from the pages that you can. This task should take you no more than 20 minutes, so aim to be finishing it by then. Once that's done, you have completed today's lesson. I will be back with you for your next lesson in due course. If there's any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me or your class teacher, so they will be able to help you.